the current level where the price is at the moment, which is 0.83897. Bear in mind, don't forget about this level here, and another level in case if the price will continue its down movement towards here. So it's yesterday's kind of lowest, how can I say, lowest support area, basically at 0.83655. Okay, let's go a bit further. What do we have here with euro dollar? Again, for now, I do want to buy it. Well, do wait till this area will be triggered at least. It's not been triggered yet. And the price is going down at the moment. So this is where I will try to buy it. Again, you know, so, well, we don't know what is going to happen on Friday. So very high possibility that the price will continue its down movement, you know, of euro, basically. And if it will, then we'll have to kind of, you know, it will be just another day, and we'll have to think about it a bit differently. You know, when you are trading news, it's not something when you can actually have yourself attached too much to your analysis, because news are changing everything, you know. So that's something what I'm trying to say to you. So it's no matter what kind of view you have now on the market, it will all be different during the news time. So that's why basically most of the traders just don't trade news at all. So what they do, they're just waiting for a second day or a first day after the news is kind of gone, you know, and they just trade the reaction, because they can already see what the market has done during the news time, and then they're just trying to kind of follow it. Okay, so euro for now, do see the triggering of this high here. So what I'm expecting is that euro possibly will bounce off this level here, 1.11910, and then we'll clear this high basically, which is 1.12337, and of course this level will be triggered as well. So I'm not sure it will happen because, well, we don't have that much time left, but it can at least. That's my view on the market. We'll try to buy it around this area here. Okay, so what's here with it's a pound cable, right? The price can possibly bounce off this level here. Did expect it to go up, didn't trade it basically because of the news in the morning just half an hour ago. Well, it was almost 45 minutes ago. So didn't do it just because of the news. So what can we see here? We can see a bounce towards this low here. And the price, you see, again, I've mentioned this level from yesterday as well. So it was very close to it. And it did work, basically, as you can see, because I'm not using forward points. So, well, plus or minus 5 pips is fine. All right, so that's basically what we can see here. So the price will possibly continue its up movement for today till at least this level will be completely cleared. It's not been cleared yet. And this is a very first target, which has not been reached yet, 1.33620. Do believe that the price can actually bounce off this level here, 1.3332, or it will possibly go a bit further down to clear this low at this level. Let me tell it to you, 1.32820. Then, well, we'll try for a buying opportunity with a target just above this level here. Possibly I will trail it towards here in case if I'll be able to. All right, Kiwi. Just a second. Okay, so what do I see here? Well, the price can go up before the news. So what is actually happening? As you can see, all the currencies are kind of going up against the dollar. Well, I'm expecting it to go up against the dollar before non-farms. So basically what can actually happen? So it will go, the bucks will go down before the news, and then it will kind of go up straight forward after the news. That's something what I'm expecting for. Well, I might be wrong completely, but that's something what I do expect. And all these directions, why I'm waiting for an up signal, is always based on something what the market is. So this is not my personal view. This is what the market is showing to me. So basically, I do have an algorithm which is counting what is the possibility of going up or going down. So, and that's why basically I'm always checking my personal view with my system's view as well. So what I do expect here, well, we do have a possibility of the market to go up today with Kiwi, and this is the first level to try at least, which is 0.71762. Okay. Good. Fine. Right. So waiting for a kind of this level to be reached, then I will look for a price action, preferably on a one hour chart, because there will be a conflict if I will see only on 15 minutes. Because you see, the thing is that when we are kind of trading reversals, it's always good to see some kind of a most valid reversal. You know, so what can I say? How can I explain it to you? So what I want to say is that when we see this, the chart is going down, the graph is going down, put it this way, on 4-hour chart, on 1-hour chart, on 1-day chart, and then we saw something on 5-minute chart, some kind of reversal, you know, then of course you are wrong. I mean, I'm wrong or whatever. Who is trading it, the person is wrong. Why? Because we must see something much more important than some kind of change of direction on a 5-minute chart. Because, well, the main trend or the main price direction for a current situation is down. So let me see what is happening here at the moment. So if we'll switch to 1-hour chart, we can see that we are going down without any signs of reversal at the moment. Okay, so and that's why we're actually waiting for something to happen on 1-hour chart first. No matter if we'll miss some pips, that just doesn't matter, and we must take it. Well, we must kind of enter this the market when we'll see some kind of reversal pattern on 1-hour chart at least. So sometimes I do wait for a 1-hour chart, do wait for a 4-hour chart. It all depends on what is actually happening with the market, you know, and what kind of condition is on play. Okay, so that's what it is. Well, basically, in case if this the price will break through this level here, it might go a bit further down towards 0.71600. And we can try to buy a first bounce of these lows here. So that's basically the same level as these lows. As you can see, it's on the same level here. All right, so Canadian, let's have a look at this one. Do expect it to continue its up movement for now. Don't think that the price will kind of bounce that far. Did mention this level, which is 1.3090, because we have some kind of price action around this area. But, well, don't see any patterns here. will look for a buying opportunity around this level here. Don't think that I'm going to buy it anywhere like higher than this level. So, and for now, that's something what I'm looking at. So again, this level is to watch. The price can just simply continue its up movement toward this level, and then we'll see what is going to happen. The price can, after this level is touched, the price can actually reverse and go down. That's something what is possible as well. So we just have to watch the price action, and these are two main levels to watch. So above this level, in case if the price will break through it, and then it will continue its up movement, and I will have like a, well, this is the first level to watch basically. They're not changing that much. 1.32449, so the Canadian is quite stable with levels, if I can say so. Okay, and if in case if the price will break through this level, 1.30722, then the first target will be 1.29871. So basically at the moment the price is in the range, don't see anything here, no buying or selling opportunities, nothing. So at the moment the bullish view, but it doesn't mean that we'll be able to buy it with a better price. So that's just something what is my plan for this currency pair, and I'm not sure if it will happen. So I have a plan and I'm just waiting for it to appear, and that's it. All right. Okay, so Frankie, let's have a look here. So again, as you can see, well, my view has changed. I've been trying to buy it for a few days. Well, it was almost for a week. Then the market did not show any impulse towards up. So what I think of now, well, you can see these levels, they do work. The price has broken through it, then it retraced back to it and bounces. It does go towards this level here, 0.97085. Well, and this is the level to watch. So that's something what I thought might happen. So we possibly, first possibility was that the price would just simply go down of this level here, which is 0.96615, and continue its down movement towards 0.96157. But it didn't happen, so the price actually broke through this level towards this 0.971, and well, that's the level to watch. In case if the price will break through it, then it's probably will be the level to buy from, but not sure. So it might be, for now, it still might be a good opportunity to sell it here. Okay, so we'll have to look at this market, look at this instrument, and we'll see what is actually happening here. Okay. And just a few more words with Frank. So yeah, more chances of the price to go down, actually. Much more, almost twice. All right, and as you can see, this level is quite all right. So it's dollar yen. All right, we're watching dollar yen. What I want to do here, I want to sell it. As you can see, we do have a resistance area here, which is the same as our level, which is volume weighted in this pair, 101.585. And we can actually try to sell it around this area here. So of course, so at the moment, the price is going down. There are no signs of yen weakness at the moment. So the yen is still strong, and it doesn't look like it's going to drop, basically, within kind of near future at least. So what we have to do here is to wait for this level to be reached, 101.585, watch a price action around, and if we'll see some signs of a reversal, then we can use a limit order to sell it around this area here. Okay. Right. So that's something about dollar yen. This is a potential target here, which is 100.050 or just simply 100. Okay, Mexican. That's something where my view is changed finally. Well, again, it has been changed, but as you can see, the price can possibly bounce off this level. That's why I have this level here. It's a price action level, basically. It's 18.94318. The price can possibly bounce off this level here and reach our first target at 19.04762. I don't really like that the price is within this range. All right, so that's something what I really don't like it. It means that we just don't have a direction at the moment. So just want to tell you something about this currency pair if you're trading it, or at least for those who are trading it. If we'll switch to 1 month chart, we'll see some interesting kind of picture, if I can say so. Okay. Right. Just trying to make it a bit bigger. Okay, so that's what it is basically. We do have a very strong high here, which is very strong resistance at the moment, and the price is heading towards it. So I would say that signs of this resistance is with this week, basically, with these 2 weeks. So we had 2 tries basically, and it does look like, well, we did have some huge, I would say, well, not limit orders, but, you know, huge interest around this area. Let's put it this way. So what it means that the price can actually, in case if it will break through it, then it will continue its up movement, definitely. If we'll see some kind of a let's say a reversal signal around this area here, then it will be a very, very good selling opportunity. So, and that's something what I'm looking for. So up till this level is reached, because we already see it's a 1 month chart. Yes, so we already see that we didn't have any confirmation of a down move with our previous month's closure. Yeah, so we just had a kind of closing above this kind of open close levels, and it gave an impulse for this price to go up. So what I'm waiting for, I'm waiting for a buying opportunities, and this is a first target, I would say 19.45138. So let me switch back to 15 minutes. Okay, so this is a target where the price is heading to. And well, for now, we just have to kind of try. We have to try to enter the market in the best manner, I would say, in the beautiful manner, using price action, limit orders, proper levels, you know, etc. So basically, all these 3 levels here, these, and this, expect 2 levels, I would say, the blue ones, they are price action levels that are showing us kind of support and resistance areas. But these 2 levels are volume weighted. This gray level is not plotted on the chart due to, well, it's not something what I do. I'm not plotting all the levels here, but I just saw a price action around it. That's why I've decided to kind of demonstrate it for you guys. So that's something what we can possibly trade here, but I'm not sure because I don't really like what I see. So I prefer to trade reversal patterns when I see some kind of wicks and small confirmations. Then I can actually enter the market with a much better price. So something like this, you see? So don't trade in range, wait till it will bounce in some kind of direction, then, well, looking for a reversal opportunity. So that's something what I trade, these kind of levels, you know? So at the moment, it does look like a range, something like this. Do not recommend to enter it now. Well, wait till this level is reached one more time. We'll possibly have a reversal opportunity here. And then the price will possibly just continue its down movement towards here. I would say this area, not this level, which is 18.8650, which is volume weighted support, but this area between this blue line and this, well, let's put it 18.88. So this area to be reached first. Then, well, let's try to see some kind of a reversal around this area here, and then we'll try to buy it from here. Okay. Right. So gold. So, well, it's obvious I'm waiting for a buying opportunity here. Well, the price is in a range at the moment. So do expect it to trigger this level, first of all. So I'll place it to make it clear that you can understand which level I'm talking about. All right, so this level here. I'm waiting to the price to trigger it. I might be wrong. The price possibly will not trigger it, will not get here at all. So then, well, watch the breakout of this level here. So in case if the price will break through this level 1365.90, then just simply place a limit order and wait for this kind of price action around this level here. So that's something what I'm expecting in case if the price will break through it towards at least the middle of this area, a bit higher than this level here, with the closure above of 15 minutes at least. Then we can just simply place a limit order around this area here at this level, which is 1365.90, and then this is our first target, which is 1372.20. Okay, so that's about it regarding the gold. And then the new instrument, I might be wrong here yet because I still not used to it. Well, all right, so as you can see, well, my very early morning view was that the price is going to break through this kind of, well, I would say mid-line. So I've plotted them as well. Well, the thing is that due to these lines, they are plotted almost everywhere. I've been asked a few times, what do they mean? Because it doesn't look like they're some kind of levels or something. This is basically, well, I would say, this is a middle, well, this is an option level which is closest to a middle of the previous session. So it does mean that if the price is above it, it means that it will possibly go up. Watch the further price actions. And if the price will be below it, then it means that the price will possibly go down. So that's why these levels are on the place. And due to the, well, it does take time to kind of paint them, and I'm just simply not painting them. So for you, just well, when you see a set of levels, let's put it this way, and you can see that some levels kind of in the middle, two levels in the middle, sometimes it's just one, then this is just kind of let's put it this way, signaling line. So if the price is below it, then sell, above it, then buy. Doesn't mean just press the buy button or sell button, but wait for a proper price action signal first. So what it is at the moment, we can see this is a first resistance here, volume weighted resistance, which is 39.78, and the price can actually, well, we do see a bounce off here, and but we do have some news as well. So let me tell you the time when these news are going to be here. So it's 3:30 London time, which is 2:30 UTC time, which is on our terminal with the Ducoscopy. And that's something what we have to wait for. All right, so okie dokie. So for now, it does look like a very good selling opportunity, but due to this news that are coming, I believe that we might be in a range for quite a while now. Or with a confirmation, well, let me switch to 1 hour chart to have a look at what is here. Yes, so we must wait till this hour will be closed. If it will be closed something like this, then we can try to sell it with a limit order just of this level here, 39.78. So, well, basically, due to the volume of US oil, it's traded a lot on CME. Basically, the volume is all over the place. So it's, but at least it's something, you know, these levels do mean something. It takes time to count them as well. So, all right. So, okay, well, it's obvious my view is down. The price will continue its down movement for now, till this level is triggered at least, which is, well, it's the same low here, and the same with 39.24, which is the last support for today, European session. So the price can actually continue its down movement towards here, then we'll see. It's a heavy week with news, so must be careful. All right. Again, I would sell it during the opening of US session, basically. I wouldn't do it now. Might be wrong, but I wouldn't do it now. Okay, so that's it about the major ones. So did have a few thoughts about what to talk about, you know, just want to kind of give some good info for you that you can use. So basically, I've always had an idea of helping those who are following someone. So basically, if you are trying to trade someone else's, well, let's put it this way, trading system. The thing is that the same trading system can work perfectly for one person and can work just will not work at all for another. So why is that, and what does it mean? So first of all, the person, especially a newbie, doesn't know anything about risk management when they're just kind of starting their trading career in FX or anywhere else. So the difference in FX with other kind of markets is quite huge, actually. It's not huge if you are trading price action, but it is huge if you got used to trade some kind of, you know, open interest, if you are trading volume, etc., because it's a bit different. I mean, the data is different here. Well, we do have a volume, of course. It's a tick volume. It's not a contract volume. So, but I've already told you that. But well, I've researched this kind of how can I say? I've researched the difference between tick volume and the volume in futures market. And honestly, talking about the indicator at the bottom of the chart, it's about the same. So it's not a big difference, actually. It's and I mean it. I'm not joking. So you can try and do it yourself, and you'll see that basically all what we are looking for is like extremely high volume or lower volume, higher volume. It will be about the same in 90% of situations, basically. So, and that's the first thing. And the second thing why I'm not afraid of trading in FX market is that no matter what kind of strategy you are using, there will always be some times when you are wrong. So you can trade any market, you can trade whatever you want, you can trade tape reading, tape trading, VSA, SHME-SA, etc., Elliott wave analysis, etc., it's just, you will be wrong sometimes. It's 100%. That's something what I can tell you, 100%. Even though if you'll make like 100 trades without any loss, then 101st one will be a losing one, definitely. Okay, so that's something what I know about market, I know about traders. So always use your money management. So money management, risk management. So the thing is that, well, I've been asked, well, some people do ask me to kind of try to help them to make out of, let's put it this way, £100, let's 100 euros, $100, no matter 1,000. One guy told me that, well, you know what, I do have 300 now, and in the future, making 300 to 400 a day will be fine for me. I mean, that's fine. And I do know the situations and traders who actually did it. And but the thing is that the risks are so high, and you can lose it just in one go, so in one trade. So it's just, it's not even luck, I would say. It's just a certain market condition which you've been able to catch and make this amount of money. So that's something of, well, there is luck, a certain luck factor as well, but that's not something what is kind of the number one thing what you have to rely on. So you cannot rely on your luck when you're trading, that's definitely. So, and the thing is that when I'm asking a person, well, do you know anything about money management, risk management? Well, he told me that he knows that there are hedge funds. So basically it means that, well, it means that most of the newbies, they do not know anything about risk management. Even though if they've heard somewhere about this 2% per trade, 3%, 10%, 5%, but what does it actually mean? Where is a risk factor? Where is a system that you are trading? What is your portfolio, basically? Well, do you have anything on your side, basically? Do you make, for example, well, if you make like 5,000 euros a month, for example, then of course you can lose 1,000 a month if you are not spending, if you don't need this money. I mean, then you can try. Then this is your budget for a month to spend, and you can try to spend it on FX or somewhere else. One trade means nothing, but well, yeah, of course he can make money. That's not something I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is that thank you very much, first of all, for asking me questions and telling me something. That's something I really like. And it's a good point, basically. So that's what it is. When you are a beginner, what breaks you down is a first profitable trade. It's always like this. Because when you've tried to enter the market, you've made some money. For example, you didn't know anything about risk management. You didn't know anything about, well, strategies, etc. You just try it. So, for example, you put, well, you're big boy, you've put like 10,000 euros on the account. You think that, well, I'll try to double it or triple it in a month or something, because I've heard about this kind of situation. It does happen. Well, yes, that's true. That's very true. Shooting in forest. That's very true. So basically, he does his first trade. He makes lots of money. He thinks, wow, my first trade brought me like 30%. So within 3 trades, I'll be able to double my account. And then, etc. You know, I'm not going to continue with this one, with counting this kind of stuff. So he's kind of doing the same thing again and again, and finally he's just losing his account. So that's what I'm trying to say. So one trade means nothing. When the beginner is lucky at the beginning, it doesn't mean that he will kind of keep on doing the same thing and will, because first of all, he doesn't have a system. He didn't try it over the time. He doesn't know his risk factor of his system, not his risk factor, but the factor of his risk system, his trading system. So, and one more thing is that due to that, he doesn't know how many percent. Well, yes, of course. All right, yeah, that's a good point, but that's actually what I'm talking about. So, yeah. All right. So what I'm trying to say is that when you have kind of a certain experience, it's not about 100 trades, by the way, it's about time as well. So because it all means about what kind of strategy you use. If you are trading like intraday trades and for example, I used to trade like 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, and I was making like 70 trades, 70, I mean trades a day. 70 trades, 50 trades. It's just trading the whole day, you know, when it's your kind of way of trading, and it can be profitable as well. So it doesn't mean that if you are all right after 2 days and you can see kind of bad traders and good traders. So that's what it is. So, and it means nothing, you know. So for example, you probably heard something like spending 1% a trade is good and it can learn you something. But well, I've heard a point that without a good trading system, without knowing your risk factor, it doesn't really matter how many or how much percent per risk, per trade you are doing. Basically, you are losing one trade. It just takes your account loss for a bit longer period. So what it means, it's, well, if you don't have a system and you are trading like 30% a trade, then you will lose your account in 3 or 4 trades. But if you are taking 2% a trade, it will just take much longer and that's it, but you will lose your account. So first of all, you must have your trading system. If you don't have it, that's what I'm talking about, by the way. If you don't have it, then you must know how to manage the risk factor, and you must know this risk factor of someone who you are following. Because the thing is that when you are following someone, that's basically the main point of what I'm trying to say, is that any system does have it. So any system does have a losing trade sometimes. And you must know how many losing trades in a row there can be, actually. I've been trading since, well, yes, about 20. It's not 20 years, actually. It's 16. It's about 2000 where I've started, just 1 year before 1999. It was my first course that I took. And that was my first deposit that I lost as well. All right. So that's what it is, basically. Well, almost everyone is trying to do something by their own, then they're trying to follow someone. But again, you know, you must know not how profitable the system is. That's something what we're all looking at. But what is the losing factor, risk factor of the system? So when we know it, then we can kind of count how many, let's put it this way, how much percent per trade we can risk. You know, and that's what makes it all working, basically. And that's it. So if you're following a few kind of traders or something just to diversify your portfolio or something like this, then you can actually manage, you know, the risks in between these traders, you know, taking, well, another point is that you must take every single trade of the trader you are following. So it doesn't matter if it's losing trade or winning trade, or you think it will be losing or you think it will be winning. You cannot think. All you have to do is just follow someone who you believe is a profitable trader, and knowing his risk factor, knowing how many percent a trade you can lose, and then you must follow each single position trade of this person, so when you are trading it. So you cannot just for example, I'm posting some levels, on TradingView, etc., and people are following me, and I do see that some people there are kind of coming back from work, and then they're asking me for a picture of something, let's put it this way, some sort of what do I think, or what I've bought, I've sold yesterday at this level, what shall I do now? Well, I really want to help these guys, because I see that they are in trouble. Basically, they sold something, I don't know why, just had some opinion basically on the market, sold, didn't use a proper stop loss. They're already in, let's say, negative balance for it's 100, 150 pips, it's sometimes different. What can I say to them? It's always happening this way. So if you're waiting really long, then it doesn't really make sense to use a stop loss. So it's a gambling. So if you are waiting like 200 pips, 300 pips, again, then you must spread your risk towards this kind of amount of pips. Otherwise, it's just gambling. So if you have, like, let's say 1,000 account, yes, so 1,000 euros account, and you are trading with one lot and you are not using stop loss, well, you must know that 100 pips is the whole it will be even less due to the margin call. So you won't be able to wait this 100 pips basically. And that's all what you have, at the beginning. So that's why you can't just simply follow someone. You saw that his system is giving you, like, let's say, well, 200% a year or something like this, and you are just taking all your money into kind of your account, and you're just simply starting to follow someone, placing all your money, on each trade. It doesn't work this way. So for me, for example, well, I do take lots of risk basically, yeah. But the thing is that, again, do have something like between 2 to 5% per trade. And my stop loss is very, very low. So it's like 15 to 20 per year. It depends. It depends. About, well, let's start with 100%. Sometimes it can be much quicker. Sometimes it can be less than that. So it's in average, well, I'm doubling my account. All right. So okay, so that's something what we do. So again, sometimes I can make like 30% a day, by the way. Yes. So, and but I must see some very good opportunity to enter the market. Then I will possibly have a few like losing trade or something like this. So I'm using a very short stop loss, by the way. So that's why I'm not kind of, worrying about my losing trades. So for example, if you see me, I'm providing you some levels, some opportunities, some entries sometimes, didn't provide it for a couple of days now because I didn't see anything yet, to be honest. So that's what is actually happening with, let's put it this way, with the news weeks, so when we have like a non-farm week, so our tradings becomes a bit, not usual, so it's noisy, sometimes it moves in some certain directions you didn't expect to move there. So something like this. Okay. So that's what I wanted to tell about my trading. So first of all, my stop loss is not more than 25 pips, never. Well, it can be 26, 27 maximum. You know, if I have to move it somewhere, then I'm just closing a trade, or I'm just waiting till my stop loss is triggered. Yeah, do have some projects in my mind, yes, and I'm trying to work on it. So I'm trying to kind of show you guys that even with $100, you can actually make a living out of it. So that's something what I'm doing, but that's not my kind of proper account, basically, that I trade. So that's a game, basically, you know. So that's what it is. All right. So first of all, when you're following someone, you have to know the risk factor of the trading system the person is trading. Well, the very first, even before that, is that you must see that the person is providing these signals on a regular way. So you must see some kind of history. Then you must see how profitable is the system, how large is his stop loss. Basically, I do not believe in huge stop losses, by the way. It's well, it just doesn't make any sense in my opinion. Okay, and you must know how many losing trades a row this person can actually make, you know. You have to count it all into, well, we do have lots of formulas regarding risk management, and you can find it in the internet. If you want, I can provide you something on the next webinar, which will be tomorrow in the morning at the same time. So we can talk about it for a bit, you know. And the thing is that it all depends on kind of what is it for you. Is it a gambling? Is it your work? Well, that's the only thing what I do, for example, me personally. I'm not doing anything else. Well, yes, that's very true. That's very true. That's the whole point. That's what I actually told you here. That if you are trading with 100 pips stop loss or 200 pips stop loss, then you have to spread your risk onto these pips. You know, so if you're trading two, well, don't want to talk it again, but that's very true. Yeah, and that's something what newbies don't really understand. So they're just trying to follow something. They can see this profit the system is making, and they're just all in all the time, you know. So one losing trade destroys their account. For example, I did have a talk with one guy. Well, it did sound even professional, you know. So he told me that, you know, the guy heard some sort of like harmonic patterns, you know, this kind of words, etc. Very funny. He knew something about Fibonacci levels, etc. You know, and he asked me, well, you know what, how do you trade? What is your stop loss? I said to him that currently I'm in this position. My stop loss is so my stop loss is it was like, I don't remember, 8 or 9 pips, something like this, very narrow one, very tight, you know. And he said to me, you know what, I'm not using a stop loss at all. I'm only using a proper entries, and that's it. So high possibility, advanced trading methods, etc. methods, you know, so all of this kind of stuff. So I told him, well, you know what, you will have a losing trade anyway, no matter how long you've been trading. You will have it, and this losing trade, if you're trading without stop losses, will kind of destroy your account completely, you know. And he told me no, and he's showing me his position. So his account wasn't that big, and he entered with a couple of lots, and yes, that's very true. Sometimes it's few stop losses in a row, basically. You just have to follow your plan. So let me show you, for example, here. So I do see some advices on the internet that, for example, they see some kind of Gartley pattern. Let me draw it. Cipher is not, well, something like this. All right. Yeah, so it's Gartley. It has to be somewhere around here. So they're kind of saying like, all right, so when the Gartley will be completed, then we are trying to sell it here. And where do they place their stop losses? And they're placing their stop losses just above this area here. So, I mean, that's fine, but that's not a good fun, basically, of trading. I mean, yes, this is a huge kind of, it's a good move to make lots of pips, but it's not about making money as well. And it's not about percentage of your account. So to have this huge stop loss, which is in this case, like 60 cents, yeah, it's, well, quite a lot, by the way, then you have to make like, let's say, $2 or $3 a trade, potentially. So that means that your losing trade, or your few losing trades must be covered by one profitable position. So what I do, if I will decide to enter around this level, let's talk about this one. If I will decide to place a limit order around here, my stop loss will be just above this level here. This or this, it all depends what kind of pattern will I see here. So I will rather using three things, sometimes structural, but it must be very logical. It's not just simply structure. First. Second, which is something what I really like, is volatility-based stop losses. And third, well, these volume-weighted levels. So if I see that the price is already before this level here, then I can place, if it is close enough, then I can place a stop loss just above this area here, and that's it. Simple as that. All right, guys, so it's time to wrap up, by the way. So thank you very much for all being here, and thank you, Sharp Sense, for your talk, basically, for our conversation. So that's really good. Please be on my webinar tomorrow at the same time, and we'll be able to talk as well. So just if you can, well, I mean, if you want me to talk about something specific so I can get prepared, so just send me a message or something like this, so I'll be able to kind of give you something what you want, basically. It's something a bit better. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.